Alright, in this video I want to talk about who the Switch 2 is actually for. So we basically concluded that there are some pros and cons to the current Switch 2. One of which is that you're going to get a bigger screen, bigger Joy-Cons. You're also going to get access or expansion to its new library of games coming out, especially with the Mario Kart and Donkey Kong games coming out in July. For who it appeals to, who should buy the Switch 2? If you want a bigger screen, the Switch 2 is for you. If you want the new mouse feature that's on the Switch 2, then the Switch 2 is for you. If you're into retro games that you would like to pay for, then the Switch 2 is for you. If you're interested in the Nintendo library, Switch 2 is for you. But I would say Switch 2 is not for you if you're interested in all the other consoles that existed in the retro library, because there's other ways to play it. Give you an example, the R36H, which I'm doing a review in this video right here, and part 2 in the video is coming out soon. This plays all the retro libraries you can think of. Very powerful, great console. If you want to find out more about it, links are right up here. But the reason why I'm bringing up this point is I'd rather have a strong desktop PC or a home console that plays my AAA titles or my high demanding, high graphical games, and then use this on the go, because I'm not trying to play a deep, intense game on the go. I just want to pop, maybe Tetris or pop some kind of Pac-Man game or old retro Atari game on the go, have a little bit of fun, and then I put it back in my pocket, and then I'm enjoying whatever I'm enjoying at the time while I'm out. I'm not thinking about playing Red Dead Redemption while I'm out. You can, if you want to do that, and get there's consoles out there that will play those games that are cheaper than the Switch 2. So if you're into games other than the Nintendo library, I would say Switch 2 is not for you. If you want to spend $100 for a console, this is well under $100. Switch 2 is not for you. If you are interested in the historical, I say the old Sega library, Switch 2 is not for you, because for the most part I think you can play most of it, if not all the Sonic games on all the other platforms. You can also play the Yakuza series on all the other platforms, so you don't necessarily need a Switch to play those games. And so what am I essentially getting at? If you are a Nintendo enthusiast and you're gonna buy every or own every console that Nintendo has made, Switch 2 is for you. If you have a Switch 1, still I can't recommend that the Switch 2 will be for you, because the Switch 1 is moddable without bricking your system, and the Switch 1 has a great library. So if you already own a Switch 1, I can't recommend that. I would recommend the Switch 2 right now. If you are into not owning your games and giving Nintendo full discrepancy and full control over how your system works, or whether they deem something wrong with what you do with your console, then Switch 2 is for you. But if you want more freedom in what you own and owning your games and console, I recommend Switch 1 and back if you're a Nintendo enthusiast. And if you're not really into Nintendo, I don't recommend it altogether. And so I'm not speaking from a perspective of a Nintendo person, but I want to be fair. So think about those things when you're considering buying a Switch 2. Do you want to get into an ecosystem where games can be $80 and upwards, or do you want to have a console that's more budget minded and budget friendly? And so I just thought I'd bring that out in this video, some things I had thought about and what I've been hearing about the console. I don't want to get into a lot of details, but maybe that'll be for another video. So in the comment section, let me know if the Switch 2 is for you. For me, it's not going to be, but if it is for you, that's fine. I'd like to hear from you. All right, see you on the next video.